जितने भी देख रहे हो भाई सब्सक्राइब कर दो, लाइक और सब्सक्राइब भाई।
वॉल्यूम करो ना। हेलो, हाँ तो बोलिए। सर मंडे से कॉन्टेक्ट कीजिए।
भाई एक बार सब लोग लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर दो भाई, और शेयर कर दो, जो लोग नहीं देख रहे हैं वो भी देख ले ताकि।
कैसा? सर्वर प्रॉब्लम है तो हेलो हेलो, नमस्कार सर। सर यस यस सर। सर मंडे कॉन्टेक्ट नंबर ओके। टुडे सर्वर प्रॉब्लम सर।
This is fantastic work for Weiss Ahmed. ¡Qué genial! ¡Qué fuerte es esta hombre! Ese es un grande parte de ese partido.
That's quick work, and that was lightning from Always. Well, let's have a look here. I mean, he made the choice. A little bit of a skip step, didn't he? And there was no doubt about it. You see, sometimes goes back and then goes forward. And he might have fumbled one earlier in the over, but this one, no doubt about it. Always Ahmed gets to something. Kuldeep takes a wicket. And the first one of the day, it's the end of the power play as well. Luxembourg, they're 25-1.
Yeah, Turnip with that wicket takes him to 5 wickets in this. Only his 4th match, and he's the leading wicket taker now with 5. Well done to him, but that again is down
भाई
to the
एक बार सब लोग लाइक और सब्सक्राइब शेयर कर दो भाई, शेयर कर दो ताकि जो लोग नहीं देख पा रहे हैं, जिनके टीवी भी नहीं, वो भी देख लें यहाँ पे, क्योंकि मैं पैसे लगते हैं इनको देखने के लिए, मैं फ्री में दिखा रहा हूँ। एक बार सब लोग लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर दो भाई, थैंक यू गाइस।
Been anything but so far. When the competition stepped up, so has he. That was very professional bit of wicket keeping. I appreciated it.
25-1. And it's time for the flamenco dancer, Hennessy, to come on. Or will he be doing the dancing, or will it be the dancing by the Luxembourg team camp up there? They like to do the old dancing as well, so it could be a dance-off as well between these two teams. In comes Hennessy. Slow delivery, no pace on the ball, and Roshan Vishwanath not able to get that away. And here is the man that's come in to place Thomas Martin, who stumped magnificently for 13 of 10 balls.
Good to bad the ugly so far in this series.
अगर कुछ बात करनी है तो कमेंट में जरूर पूछ लीजिए भाई, मैं कमेंट में रिप्लाई जरूर दूंगा। और बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूले भाई, क्योंकि मैं रोज लाइव स्ट्रीम करता हूँ ये चीज़ को, ताकि आप आसानी से आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहे और आसानी से आप देख सको लाइव।
They won't be too worried about the single. It's a very defensive field on that offside at the moment. Those two men back on the boundary.
Yeah. This is what we generally see in the 4th over. You do have the ability to have 5 outfielders. Hennessy has been used at the end of the innings, but he's used in the middle here.
He's gone after this one, and he's got plenty of it. 6 runs.
It's a nice shot here, just sliding into the batsman. Vishwanath, well, maybe this is the day where he can go with it for Luxembourg. Like his approach, he takes no prisoners. That one banged off the fence for a maximo.
Yeah, he just waited for that, didn't he? Got into position, waited, put it away. It's a similar thing this time. Maybe a little bit quicker from Hennessy. Doesn't get good contact on it. Take the single. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this field of Vinny. They've got the 2 men out on the offside on the boundary. I would bring, for me personally, bring one of those in, leave the point out there as the sweeper, and put one more on the leg side. That's what was played. Fill that gap. That's what I'll be thinking. Goes up in the air. Has it got the legs? I don't think so. And it's a simple catch taken by the captain, El Capitan. That's another one. Another one bites the dust. A good catch, and Hennessy takes the wicket.
Yeah, this one. Stick it all in it.
भाई लोग देखें कि एक बार जरूर सब्सक्राइब कर दे भाई, देखने के लिए भाई आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिलेगा, तभी तो मैं लाइव करूँगा, तभी तो आपको आसानी से नोटिफिकेशन मिलेगा, तभी आप आसानी से देख सकते हो भाई। मैं ये T10 हर दिन देखता हूँ, हर दिन लाइव करता हूँ, इसलिए आपको सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर दे भाई, सब लोग जितने लोग भी देख रहे हैं।
The routine from him, but still an effective finish to the over. The 2nd wicket falls for Luxembourg. It's 34 for 2 after 4. Very, very warm welcome to all of our viewers, wherever you're watching around the world. It's great to have your company this morning from sunny Spain. It is sunny at the moment, the Costa del Sol. We're seeing a little bit ironic yesterday this time, but finished out of here. Mr. Maximo along with Rico Full. We realised we have coordinated the wardrobes this morning, which is something we realised at breakfast. But look, it's wonderful wherever you're watching around the world, where you've watched a lot of European cricket or whether you haven't. Certainly is something very, very unique and highly entertaining, no matter where you're watching from, Rico.
Yes, absolutely fantastic. Just to clarify things, Spanish. I think I'm maybe a bit of a dancing Luxembourg. You know,
The team's got a fair bit of red, so do we.
No,
like the old bullfighter.
The old
With the red rag. We'll see a bit of that as well in some of the material we've shot for the series. But certainly is a unique, special format game, special place to play as well. It's the fastest growing sport in Europe.
Yeah.
Here's Tom Vine coming into the attack for the first time.
Well, he's sort of half-heartedly played at this one. Stops his shot. Fish went off and almost offered a very simple catch to Tom Vine.
आईपीएल भी आ रहा है भाई 19 तारीख को आईपीएल स्टार्ट करना सब लोग देखने के लिए भाई 19 तारीख को आईपीएल
Really good back of the hand slow ball. I don't know how many we'll see here in the fifth, but we'll see one or two.
मुंबई
Outside the off start. Good bowling. Interesting at the moment, Awais Ahmed is opting to stand back to Tom. Just wondering whether after seeing a few deliveries, he may decide to come back up.
This is more of an off-cutter. So he's got a variety of slow balls, Tom Vine. That's why he's a very effective bowler in this format. That's just throwing the batsman off balance.
Again, that one beats him outside the off. Didn't carry through as much this one, did it? The ball before was a good catch.
And look at this one. See, same thing. Just rolls his fingers off over the right-hand side of the ball. So the arm speed is still there, but the pace comes off the ball slightly. And you can just tell Oscar Whiteman isn't quite reading Tom Vine at this stage.
Take a single here, just place it out.
It's got to be his role here, Oscar Whiteman.
Yeah.
It's got to be his role at the moment. Vishwanath, he's the one with all the shots. Oscar's still learning. I mean, he's a young player, I know. He's highly valued in the Luxembourg cricket setup, and they really want to get more and more experience in him. So that's why we are seeing him cutting in the top four. It's a key position. Very, very new to T10 cricket, of course, but Vishwanath, I think he's the one that has to take the lead here. I'm sure he'll try.
Comes up in the air, clever slow ball. Is anyone going to get to that? They're all charging in from everywhere, but not able to. The batsman just take the single. So another let off there from Vishwanath. Well, he's living dangerously, but he's still there. Look, I was talking to some of the Luxembourg boys in the bus this morning. Great bunch of lads, as you know. They really are entertaining us, and they've got a lot of followers around the world, no doubt. And I can tell you a few things about them. Maybe wait till this delivery. And this could be a catch, and it will be. And Tom Vine gets the wicket of Oscar Whiteman. Well, he did survive a few of those
जितने भाई लोग देख रहे हैं सब एक बार सब शेयर जरूर कर दे भाई शेयर और सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर दे भाई क्योंकि शेयर सब्सक्राइब करोगे तभी ना अगला मैच को आप देख पाओगे नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिलेगा तभी तो आप देख पाओगे तो भाई एक बार लाइक और सब्सक्राइब देकर प्यार दो भाई सब्सक्राइब जरूर करो भाई
Well, maybe a bit of bad luck for Whiteman because his set could have gone anywhere. We certainly saw his partner Vishwanath get away with something early in the over, but unfortunately for Oscar, that's the end of his innings. He goes for just a single, and at the end of the fifth over, Luxembourg, 37 for 3.
Yeah, in Luxembourg. They're a team that maybe Luxembourg, 2 divisions, they've got 10 teams. The cricket is growing all the time. Women's cricket there as well. And juniors. But look, I saw a picture of their ground. They play at the picturesque Pier Warner ground. It is absolutely superb. And they had a very good T20I tournament as well, where they finished second in Romania. But they...
जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं भाई एक बार सब्सक्राइब बटन जरूर दबाएं और बेल आइकन जरूर दबाएं ताकि अगला वीडियो भी आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिले ताकि आप देख सकें शेयर जरूर करें भाई ताकि और भी लोग देख सकें
entertain they have done.
No doubt about it. A great bunch of guys. Talk to me about. They'd love to get a European cricket series there. They said they've got 7 or 8 clubs there, 5 in the first division. So maybe that's the location we could see soon.
You see that ball? They've been much more impressed with the bowling of Spain here. I think they've learned about keeping the pace of the ball. We saw that. The only one who was guilty this time with bowling 2-shot was Zuka, which was a surprise. He's normally quite good, but all the other bowlers have been bowling in the right areas. Once again. You don't feel some teams are beating all the time for everything. Well, pressure now. He's got to go for the big shot. I think the big shot coming here. Gets good bat onto it, but it's only going to be a single. And, there's the man who's been doing all the damage at the moment. Hamza Salim in 3 innings, 101 runs, top of the run scorers at the moment.
Haven't seen him with the ball yet.
No, we haven't seen him. Surprising. I'd love to see him get a ball. I really would. Hennessy once more. Just played in the gap, and Spain are quite content here. They're quite happy to allow these singles. Singles are not hurting them, and at the moment, so far, it's all going to plan for the Roja team.
Yeah, they look fantastic in those Spider-Man uniforms, as some of our viewers commented to us from yesterday. He's Hennessy, last ball of his spell, he's been tight, only 11.
Once more, bat on ball. Robbie Pancho comes running in. Going to take the single. And a good spell of bowling from Hennessy. He's done well, hasn't he? I mean, he only gave away 9 in his first, and in this one, just 3 runs.
Yeah, excellent bowling. So Luxembourg have hit the skids a little bit after a promising start. They're 41 for 3 after 6 overs. Well, 6 over check-in time. Yeah, normally what I'm defaulting to is 2 a ball, which should be 48 more runs. I'm taking the 89. Still a little bit short of par. I think probably 20, 25 short. But Luxembourg, I was slow them a little bit as well. So we're staying nearby. And they were saying, look, we're thrilled to get this opportunity. And they say they're learning every single game. Here's mine.
Well, he's trying to get it through the gap, and no, and I think that's 4 years for. I mean, maybe just a deflection there once again. Stop Christian Manuf getting to this. Called it down, maybe initial dive. It was a nice shot. He waited for it, makes good contact. Here's the dive, called it, and that's just it's just Christian was ready to stop it
towards Munoz Mills. So we know that about that. And, just was over the line before he fell over the line. 4 runs.
Good job.
So Luxembourg, they were saying, look, we know we're the bottom ranked team in this tournament, but it is a fairly inexperienced side that we've brought. We're learning all the time. Have played any T10 cricket before this week as well. So they're learning about the approach and the kind of calculated risks you have to take in this format. And they're a very entertaining team to watch.
Short one from 5, and there's the variation we talked about.
So, and the other thing was they said that when we get our moments, we are going to enjoy them. Yeah. And we saw that yesterday with Harpal Singh with his leg spinners when he took consecutive wickets. We've seen it when there's a boundary for Luxembourg, the team, they're up and about, and they're enjoying the experience. Really, isn't that what cricket is all about?
Absolutely. You know, you've nailed it there, Vinny. I think, yeah, you've got to play, you've got to be competitive, you play to win, but if you're not having fun and if you're not enjoying yourself, what's the point? Nasty bowl, slow ball. But I thought the bat was going to go to the boundary there, but he held on to it and takes a single. A very important phase of the game this is for Luxembourg. Vishwanath, he's got to stay there. He's got to really start to play some shots now. 18 balls now to his head. And, well, Dixit, the captain, standing in captain. Well, look at this.
This might have been going, and he's saying, you don't have to black. He's saying, that's going to hit. What are you doing? And there's someone backing up. Who's into the lineup. Anyway, they do get home for a single.
Tom Blind, can he finish big? Trying to take it on. Ravi Pancho is in the action. Safe hands, and he takes the cat. Easily done.
जितने भी भाई जन देख रहे हैं एक बार लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर दे भाई. जरूर एक बार।
At the moment, everything going like clockwork. Tom Vine taking the pace off, slower ball, saying to the batsman, "We'll have it if you want." Dixit trying to take him on, not getting the power into it. Keep the pace off the ball and have your fielders in the right place. And Pancho, he makes those look easy.
Just needed 5 more yards, didn't he? But Pancho, he's in the lineup. He's a specialist in that position. All right, long on. And we saw him earlier this year, didn't we? In the
Dream11 का मैच लगा हुआ था मेरा, मैं अभी जीत रहा हूँ।
There you go, casual as you like. It might be slightly slippery conditions.
आप लोग जो Dream11 खेलते हैं,
Luxembourg lose a fourth. It's 47 for 4.
Yeah, I mean, he took an absolute sensational catch, didn't he? The one-handed one on the boundary in those playoffs. I'm trying to be very happy with the way things are here. I think there's only one man here, Bishmanov, who could cause a bit of damage. I wonder what's going through his mind. He's at the non-striker's end at the moment. Again here, remember that new rule in place, that the new batsman coming in has to go and strike. He's got one ball to face from Tom.
47 रन 4 विकेट 6.5 यानी 7 ओवर हो गया है। 3 ओवर और बचा है इसका लक्स का।
Goes big. It's probably just going to drop short. And Chow coming in again. Will they think about 2? They may have probably thought about it. Ravi still trying to pick the ball up on the ground. He said, "I'm okay when it's in the air, boys, but when it's on the ground, it's slippery like a bar of soap."
That takes us to the end of the 7th over, 48 for 4. It was a bit like a cat playing with a mouse there from Ravi Pancha. This is something we talked about yesterday. The avoidables. This is the Sweden team. They've been away way too many. Look at that, 16.4. Now these are basically wide no balls and byes, and it can be crucial. Luxembourg actually been pretty good in this department. So then really it's their bowling and fielding has been letting them down, but it's just with the bat going one. So that's something we'll keep an eye on. But Sweden, we talked about it yesterday, and there's the graph. You can see it for yourself, and especially when this group is so even, especially amongst the top 4 teams. I think that's something you're going to have to work on.
Nicely played. It gets past the fielder. That's going to be 4 runs. And seeing there that even though it's a bit damp and wet, the ball still, if it's timed well, will go to the boundary. Not a bad ball this from Kullit, to be honest. But that's a nice shot, and that's really what it's got to be done here now. They've got to try and take on the bowlers. They've got to try and play a big shot. They've got to try and apply a little bit of pressure on the host team, Spain, here. Otherwise, they're going to fall pretty short of a good score. T-Shad gets a boundary to his name. Lal, what's the reply going to be? Goes fuller and straighter. Well batted, takes a single. And hopefully Roshan this one off now. He's had almost a bit of a breather. And I think he now knows that it's time for him to play a few shots. He's gone a little bit tiki-taka. The last few deliveries he's had. He's missing out on a few boom-boom-booms. That's what he's after here now. Can he go big?
I mean, he just seems to have lost his way a little bit in the middle overs, hasn't he? This one off. That's scores it out for me. We'll be trying to deposit a few over the fence as we head into the final quarter of this innings.
Gone up, and he's going up and away. Good 2 minutes. He's looking to try and get under it. And he was trying to push this back over, and he's lost it at the last minute. And they're loving it because that is says Garenas. And, well, you don't see too many misjudgments from that man there, the captain of Spain. But this one, he just misjudged. You can see what he was trying to do.
Yeah,
he couldn't do it.
He just doesn't get enough hand on the ball. He decides, look, he's got him right there. He tries to grab it, but he pretty much just spends it before he had it. Mills, again, slippery ball, snap through, back to live action, driven down the ground. And this will be Hennessy. And he was certainly aware, and it was actually quite good from Hennessy the way he came in. He was ready to receive it, but I think he just rushed it. He had a little bit more time. He wasn't going to hit the ground just yet. Would have been an entertaining team catch. Just shows you how hard it is. In the end, great result for Luxembourg.
Yeah, great result, just what they needed. Asking the question, it comes to throw, not the best of throws, and there should probably no good awareness from Kullit Lal there. And you can see he's looking at Ajit Bhatt saying, look, buddy, we didn't need to do that. No damage done. Let's have a look at this.
going down, I think. It's a good decision.
Good shout there. Missed the leg stump. Bit of movement there as well from Goulden. Well, the bat is
Suspended in time. The bat's a bit long gone. Last ball, the 8th coming up.
taking more on away. She'll probably just choose to hold on to this, and he does. That's the end of the over. So 62 it is. 4 wickets down, 8 overs completed.
Let's see, Luxembourg. No lack of intent from their batsmen. So you're watching from around the world. We love that so many people have been getting in touch, and a lot of people, it's their first opportunity to watch European cricket, because we have gone out on a lot of our different broadcasting partners, and so we're always available on our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. We do encourage you. You can get involved in the live chat as well, and we're loving the fact that the whole world's seeing what's going on here, developing all the time. And here's Zulkarnain Haider, who he said was a little bit expensive in the second over, coming back to roll his last.
And there's the wicket, and just done by the pace. I was going to say the batsman, he just waited for the umpire to put his finger up, and no hesitation in the end. And he'd say, well, okay, if you need me to put it up, I'll put it up. And that's exactly what Zulkarnain did. Good pace, good delivery, good take from Always Ahmed.
Vishwanath, now he's been there, and he's scored over half the runs so far, 32 off 23 balls. This one, you see, this goes upstairs on him, doesn't quite climb the ladder. The ledge, Always Ahmed doesn't make any mistake behind the stumps, but still, Vishwanath, his best score in the tournament so far. He goes for 32 off 23 balls, 2 fours, 2 sixes, 62 for 5. And yet you can join the live chat, ECN European Cricket Network. It's one of the unique and special aspects about
भाई लोग, जितने भी लोग जिन देख रहे हैं भाई, एक बार लाइक सब्सक्राइब और शेयर कर दो भाई। और जिनको भी ड्रीम 11 का टीम चाहिए, जो ड्रीम 11 खेलते हैं, उनको ये चैनल जरूर सब्सक्राइब करना चाहिए, क्योंकि मैं इस पर प्रिडिक्शन भी करता हूँ। पिछले मैच का मैंने प्रिडिक्शन किया था, वो साउथ अफ्रीका ये श्रीलंका वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका का था। जो जिसने भी मेरी टीम से लगा हुआ अच्छी खासी इसको विनिंग हुई हुई, क्योंकि आप जाके देख सकते हो भाई क्या प्रिडिक्शन क्या था, आप देख सकते हो जाके। और नेक्स्ट मैच वुमेन वाला मैं करने जा रहा हूँ, इंग्लैंड वर्सेस वाला है न्यूजीलैंड, उसका भी मैं प्रेडिक्शन करूँगा। इसलिए भाई सब्सक्राइब करना ज़रूरी है, ताकि तभी तो आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिलेगा, तभी तो आप मेरे वीडियो को देख पाओगे अच्छे से। थैंक यू।
He was trying to play the slow ball, then all of a sudden he's injected the pace back from Zulka, and it was the pace that's done him.
The second wicket here. You just worry about he's going to step up for Luxembourg from here. 10 balls remaining.
So it's nicely played. He's trying to get it in the gap there. Well fielded by Jack Perman.
Certainly missed Tony Whiteman in the lineup, haven't they? I mean, he's such an important member of their top order. He's the oldest player in the tournament, but he's got the equal highest score in the tournament, I think, at the moment. Just having a bit of rest. It's a long week for these guys, of course. They played 8 group matches in the first 4 days, and we will have the Group A finals on Friday. So the bottom team will be eliminated after match 20, which is match 11 you're watching at the moment.
Haider comes in. Dilshad. This one beats him. Outside the off. One thing that's also been impressive about Spain here today is the way they've controlled the line and length of the bowlers. Only 2 extras, and both of those leg byes. There has not been, up until now, a single wide delivery.
Yeah, that's very, very disciplined. We were looking at the avoidables before, weren't we? And how important they are in T10 cricket.
Zulka the gun, he's firing on all cylinders at the moment. This one goes through pretty quickly. And again, good technique from Always Ahmed. And that's one for the over.
It is. And good coordination by the umpires as well. They've got an important job to do. It's great to see European umpires getting developed as well, and improving the standards across all disciplines of the sport.
Getting something on this. Third man is back. Doesn't take it cleanly. That's Jadbat. Gets it in. That's Jadbat. I wonder if you're going to see him with the bat today. Yes, Ali has been given a rest, so maybe it will be Asjad or perhaps even Khalid Lal that'll come in that number 3 position that Yasir normally holds. But that is the end of that, the 9th over. A good one again from Zulka. Keeps it nice and tidy. 64. 5 wickets down into the last over. And it's going to be bowled by the man who started the proceedings off this morning in match number 11. It's going to be Atif Mahmood. Left armour. Been playing cricket for a long time here in Spain. And the two of you have noticed and have commented on where the batsman is standing. Go back to that after this delivery. As that goes through to Aways again. Not much of a carry. Now, you probably, from the rain that we had yesterday, it was very heavy rain all through the night before and in the morning, that the left-hand side of the pitch, with the right arm over, bowler would normally bowl in from. It's very, very wet underfoot, so the batsmen are running on the other side. So that's why the bowler, in this case, is running in between stumps and the batsman. They'll take a single. That won't hurt Spain at all. They're quite happy just to be singles. Looks like it's not going to be a high-scoring one, but still, I mean, Spain have to stay focused. They can't think that it's in the bag here yet, because one thing we do know about this Luxembourg side is their strength is definitely in the field.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the bold. Very impressed with
I think about too. A lot of time looking at each other, and I said, well, are we serious about this? But I think there's no doubt that would have been an easy run out. So, no, it's in the laws of the game, actually. The non-striking batsman can stand on the same time if there's a good reason the umpire believes, and there certainly is this morning.
This is hit well, and it's going to go over the top. Shaka! Well, this is what they needed. There's been too much tiki-taka. They needed a little bit of boom, boom, boom. And that's one of them. Good shot. Boom! Shaka!
And this one, good shot to get over the offside field. He was patrolling the boundary. He thought he was in the game. Sailed over his head. Luxembourg, they got their bench going. Just what you need in the last over as they try and scrape together as many as they can. 2 to come.
Well, but this time will be fielded by Kuldeep. Gets the throw in quickly, straight into the gloves of Aways Ahmed. There's no 2 there. Dynamic in the field is Kuldeep. That's one thing, one area where Spain are very gifted. They have got some very good, talented fielders as well. We talked about Ravi Panchal, Kuldeep Lal as well, Ashtad Bhatt, sensational Christian Mills, their captain. Good delivery, right on the block throw. This time they are pushing. In comes the throw, and not the best from the captain. And they needed to get this in the gloves. And he opted to go with the bounce to the keeper, but which is a little bit too wide for him. So they do get the 2. And that is the end of the innings. So finally managed to get a 2, but it come too late really. They were slipping and sliding, but diving as well. Slip, slide and dive, but they do get in. Let's just have a look at this again. You see Aways very quick to get that glove off. And, well, I think he does in the end. I think they're checking the decision here. I think perhaps here, I'm just wondering whether it's one of those where the bat was in the air before it made, look, it does make contact with the ground, but it's in the air at the point the barrels come off, I think. Let's have a look.
This will give us a good look.
And yeah, I think he's gone. That bat's in the air for me. Let's just see what the third umpires decide.
Make the decision. It could go either way, to be honest, on that evidence. But regardless, we're just talking about 1 run. Once things fish them off, the players, they can start walking off, and they can have a nice little cup of tea or whatever they'd like. And not out, I think, is the decision. I think it's a fair decision in the end. So Luxembourg.
तो फर्स्ट इनिंग समाप्त हो चुका है। अभी सेकंड इनिंग स्टार्ट होगी क्रिकेट में 5 से 10 मिनट में। लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर ले भाई, ताकि सेकंड इनिंग का मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम करूं तो आपको आसानी से नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए और आप देख सको। इसलिए बाय बाय, मिलते हैं।
Close to their first win in ECC cricket the last night. But well, it was day 3.